Today we're gonna try out Tooneboosters. I think it's their first synthesizer. I don't think they've done synthesizers before. I'm not sure. Are you reading me? Okay, everyone? Because I'm reading this. Pretty good. Yeah, this is pretty sweet. So Flowtones by Tone Float. I just messed up my entire intro. Everything was going so well. We had music going, no technical issues other than the usual lag that I have on my streams, and then I just mess it up. Of course I do. Hello and hello and welcome everyone to Jakob Live. Today we are having Okay, so the problem is that I've been recording the whole day, and I've been having Skype meetings, and so I've been talking a lot, and that's why I'm having problems talking right now. I guess I'm a bit tired in my voice and in my mouth, and my tongue just doesn't want to stick with what I'm saying. So today we are checking out Tooneboosters first synthesizer. It looks like it's called Flowtones, and the first time I saw someone leaking a picture of it, I thought, wait, is that an audio kit synthesizer? Because I mean, it kind of looks like an audio kit pro synthesizer, doesn't it? Right? But yeah, I mean, I think it sounds great of the little I've played of it so far, and it seems to be quite powerful. Now I know almost nothing. What I did was I saw this drop today, and then I went to the App Store. I read through the description a little bit, and then I'm like, okay, let's just first impression this in today's live stream, because I really didn't have any other ideas. So this was kind of perfect. I've become addicted to these, unfortunately. And it's actually a bit of a problem. It's gonna become one of those things I put on my have to quit lists. So far I've quit smoking, I've quit with this Swedish thing we call snooze, I've quit with drugs, I've quit with alcohol. I did quit with sugar and restarted again, obviously. So yeah, so far so good. And I also quit smoking cigarettes. I vape instead, but yeah, so I'm working on it. I'm trying to become even more healthy. So what does this do right now? I can see that we have two VCO pages, meaning we have two oscillator pages. We have parts over here. It seems to have a built-in sequencer, and this looked really fun to me, actually. Why doesn't it animate? What's this? Let's see here. So it's got an animation over here. Can you see that? There's like a small thing moving along, but what's this? Oh! Okay, so one is just playing, the other one is following the keyboard. All right. This sequencer in here, Arpeggiator, sequencer, whatever you might call it, this is really nice when they put it in synthesizers. And you know, I myself, I've been having ideas of building or making at some point a synthesizer based on sequencing, just sequencing inside for everything inside. I mean, I've already, together with Kai, made a Modulation thing, which is basically it's an LFO sequencer, right? And I had some ideas there, but when it comes to note sequencing, that's quite different. So I just want to say hello and welcome to everybody. I can see all the regular faces in here, and it's so nice to have all my friends here again, as usual on Wednesdays. So instead of reading up everyone's names, I'm just gonna say, hey, let's play. Let's try with starting out with some presets first, just checking out what's in here. I really like the Arpeggiator, so let's see if there's an Arpeggiator. Yeah, there is a sequence. Does it change? So there's a sequence folder. So let's go through some of these. I kind of like this, but it's I need bass. I love that stuff. That filter sounds really, it's really like screaming. It's got a bit of a, it sounds like it could self-oscillate. We're gonna test that out later on. It sounds really nice. Sounds really nice. Is there, that sounded like, I gotta check the filters. Just give me a little second here. Let's see here. Part 1. So VCO over here, you choose your waveforms over here. You got your mixer, PVM. Yeah, it's a mixer with the PVM in there. So level, noise, phase, sub, pan. Here we have the filter. Now it seems like you could, you can select, so many different filters. Low pass filter, and there's so many types. Look at this. We got a 6 dB, 12 dB, 12 dBs times 2 and times 4, 18 dB and 24 dB. So 18 dB filters, that's fun to play with. It's not that often you get to play with that. Got different high pass filters, 3 of them. We got different, look at all these band pass filters. Look at this notch. This thing only costs a bit over what is it, between $10 or $15? Seriously? And then a pass-through filter too. Different notch filters even. This is super powerful. And it's just the filter section. What? Wait, how did we go back to the flowing tones again? I thought Excuse me? Wait a minute. Okay, so right now we're on the synth page. We're opening up the preset browser. We're choosing app, that's what it's called. And I'm gonna press this now, which makes us jump out of the preset browser. And we're back to this page, the sequencer with the flowing tones. Is there something I'm missing here? Should I buy Flowtones or Synthmaster 2? E, I'm just gonna call you E. Seriously, at this point, if you're asking me, I have no idea. I know Synthmaster 1 and I know Synthmaster 2, and Synthmaster 2 is very different from Synthmaster 1. And this looks like it could be close to Synthmaster 2, but I'm talking too early about it. I hardly even know anything yet. Double tap on the presets. It's a known bug. Thank you, Samuel. Thank you. Okay, so now we know there is a bug in here. If you're having the same problems as me, double tap. There we go. Okay, thank you, Samuel. That was great. I was going mad here. So that's how you select presets right now, as long as it's bugged. Well, I mean, it's too early to compare, but I mean the sequencer inside the Synthmaster 2 is extremely powerful. And you know, to be quite honest, The reason why I haven't even tackled that beast yet is because it's too deep. And recently I've started making shorter videos so that I can get out content more often, because that's what my audience seems to want by now. So I'm sorry, I just can't sit down and make a half-hour video about Synthmaster 2. It would probably be longer. I mean, imagine the thing I did for Nano Studio, Obsidian synthesizer. That video is 45 minutes long, going through that synthesizer. Synthmaster 2, it's probably gonna be longer, and I just don't have time for it. So I might do a quick overview of that sometime, you know, showing the best parts from it. But doing this big deep video on it, it's not something it doesn't look like a good prospect for me. I'm really liking this thing. I'm really liking it. Oh yeah, it sounds great. The Formant stuff is under FX. Alright, okay, thank you, Samuel. So over here on the side it says, I know you can't see it really well because it's a bit blurry for you, but on the side here we have options for pages. So this one is part 1, and then we have part 2. So 2 parts for oscillators. So basically one part contains 2 oscillators. So there's 4 oscillators in here, split up in 2 parts. Then we have the modulation / FX section, and in here there is a Formant. Nice. So chorus, delay, reverb, and Formant. That's an interesting thing to put in that chain. Chorus, delay, reverb. Usually people do chorus, delay, reverb, and you're done there. But then you also have Formant. That's a nice touch. And there's model A and model B. This is so nice. Oh. Very powerful. Okay, this synthesizer this is their first synth. Can anyone tell me that? Does it have unison mode? Okay, I'm wondering about that. Maybe Samuel can already explain. Let's see here. I don't know what this is right now. Is this cross modulation? It looks like cross modulation. What the? Come on. Okay. I hope they get fixing that bug really soon, because it's super annoying. Oh my god, it's making me insane. This is so nice. Alright, so you know what? I want to do? Go into templates. They have templates. Default. Double tap. There we go. It sounds like a just... I want to see what this thing can do. I like the animation here. Can you see that? This animation here? It's basically showing you how the envelope travels. Oh, it's got a hold mode too? No, of course you can use the envelopes as LFOs. Looping envelopes. This is super nice. I did not expect this synthesizer to be this deep, actually. To be quite honest, I was expecting something much less advanced. I don't know why. I mean, they have made some really deep effects, and a lot of their stuff, it kind of resembles, you know, FabFilter. And I haven't used it so much because I've been using FabFilter instead. But this, I must say, apart from this stupid bug, it's very impressive to me right now. Does the sequencer transpose in key? Yeah, it did. Yes, it did. Okay, so let's check out some. We're on triangle right now, and I want to check out the saw. So saw full. Square. Noise. Sub. Oh, it's got the unison mode right there. Dirty that up. So what can we do in modulation here? How do I modulate stuff? How do I modulate stuff? There's not a matrix, so is there like a long press or something I do? Okay, so you can type in your stuff. Long press, double tap. No. How do I get to modulating? How do I get to modulating? How do I get to modulating? 3 different types. Oh, you can go to the envelope or what? How do I do this? How do I do this? It's not really. Yeah, it looks very Audio Kit, doesn't it? The bug that I was talking about earlier is when you're loading it, going into the preset list, it keeps, and when you exit it, it keeps loading up the first default thing that opens up with the synth. So when you're selecting a preset, right now, since it's bugged, you have to double tap the preset in order to select it. Otherwise it will skip back to the preset before. So it's kind of annoying. They know that it's there. They're working on it. They're gonna fix it, obviously, because I couldn't imagine them wanting this bug to be in there. I mean, so just remember to double tap presets in the preset list when you're skipping around presets to actually select them before you go out of the browser. Hey, what's up, Dan? Hello, Mr. Fung. I can't figure out how to modulate stuff yet, but I want to go into some effects. So I just want to hear what some of these things do. And one thing I want to check out is the reverb, because TB reverb sounds very, very good. It's a great reverb, and it's an interesting reverb because it also has a built-in shimmer effect. So I was really curious to see what they were doing with this one. I'm guessing it's their you know, the same reverb algorithm, maybe slightly tweaked. I just wanted to hear. And as it looks right now, we got a level right there, on-off button here, and we've got, oh, they even put the shimmer in here. Are you kidding me? They did put their shimmer in there. This is so good, and they also put some it's not just a high pass filter in here. No, there's a 3-band EQ. That's so sweet. I love that. It's so great being able to filter reverbs and to create your own characters. Yeah, I like that. Ooh, I like that. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, this is so sweet. Try the left side for envelopes. Here. Ah, okay. Here we have envelopes. Oh, there's more down here. They've got distortion. Just the sound of this right now, it might actually end up on one of my top lists. Let's go back here. I just want a shorter. Oh yes, baby. Too much reverb right now. Too much reverb. What do the room ones sound like? Sounds great. I like that. Oh, why am I using this arpeggiator? We have a sequencer in here. How easy is it to input notes in this thing? So what do we have in here exactly? There are numbers here, so this must be semi-notes basically. So you have in the middle, you've got the bass note, and then if I put a note higher up, wait, how do I, oh, okay, help, okay. How do I, is it a double tap? Okay, double tap. Why does it put the note there? I want it at the beginning. I select it, can I drag it? Okay, this was not easy to figure out during his live stream. Oh, okay, I see. So there are actually, I know you can't see this, but there are actually arrows to the side, and when you put your finger on them, you get to drag the note and make it longer or shorter. And in the middle, when I touch it in the middle, I get to move around, but it looks like there's a velocity. This looks like velocity or something here. Okay, and now it disappeared. I'm unsure how this exactly works, but there seems to be copy and paste functions here too. Select tool. Okay, so it's deep. It's definitely deep. What is this then? Oh, this is the coloring option from their Spectrum thing, I think. Yeah, it definitely is. So you can definitely choose to have whatever kind of color scheme you want. I don't know what I had, Honey Lust, I think. But yeah, it's nice being able to change the look of the synth any way you want. I kind of like this. Lavender. Lavender. I kind of like lavender. Okay, I want to try out more different types of things here. There's one called vocal. That makes me very curious. Samuel Lindemann, of course, you have to enable the snap for the sequencer. We'll look at that again later because it felt really weird just working with the sequencer. And one thing that I noticed was everything's so tiny. I don't know if you can like maximize it or anything. I'd like to zoom and stuff, and you can probably do stuff like I don't know. We're gonna try again. Right now I'm feeling so confused and overwhelmed with everything that's in here. Oh, reverbs and delays are going mad. That is so loud. Pinch to zoom in the sequencer. Okay, cool. Now that's sweet. That's sweet. More of that stuff. What does that sound like at a really low octave? I love how the it sounds like an LFO going into the audible range. It sounds really, really good. It's stuff like that that I love hearing. This is amazing. I love this. I love this. I'm getting goosebumps from that shit. I'm a sucker for everything vocal in the synthesizer. I love it. Wow, that's so great. Oh, that's all? That's all? Oh, this folder should have had hundreds of these things in here. I guess I'm gonna have to make my own. Let's check out some more sequencers. They sound too happy. I don't like happy stuff. Nothing happy for me. that's actually quite sad. Now that is some yummy, straight up yummy shit. Oh yeah, I love that. Are you kidding me? Marvelous. Marvelous. Yeah, yeah. This sounds great. Presets like this are really good because they really show you the range of a filter, because it's going from a high frequency sizzling kind of like sound, and then it goes down into these warmer, darker tones, stuff that you want, like when you're whenever I play a Uno-synth or something like that, I do, and I didn't mean the AGONIZER multimedia Uno-synth, even though it can do that. I mean like the straight up Juno, the Juno synth. I love playing stuff like that, warm, filtered leads, you know, stuff like this. Oh, it's bubbling even. Ooh. Can you hear that? And that's me just playing a different velocity, so I guess it's velocity sensitive too. Not the kind of chord progressions I like. I do like the sound though. Okay. It's easy to adjust the chords in the sequencer though. Yeah, I bet as soon as you learn how to do that. I'm a bit shitty because it's the first time I'm using the synth. Everyone know that, okay? Whenever you're using the synth for the first time, it's always the first reaction you have is probably gonna be unfair. I mean, I can admit that I've been unfair to a lot of equipment in my days, sold some stuff that I didn't think was good just because I was shit at using it. I do that mistake a lot, but that's the thing when you're reviewing synthesizers and when you're sitting down and working with a synth, like I do many times for a very long time, you get to know a thing, and those moments are the best, you know, when you really sit with something for a long time, get to know it, get to find all the little quirks, all the sweet spots. Because what I'm always after in a synthesizer, as a sound designer, because I love designing sounds, and if Dean is in here, which he is, he can probably agree with this, that it's after a while you learn a synthesizer so well that you know where the sweet spots are. There's some tweaks that you do instantly. You reach for maybe these 3 or 4 knobs instantly, almost with maybe every bass patch that you load. And then there are 2 other knobs that you reach for every time you load up a pad sounder. Anyone recognizing this? Yeah, and that happens only after you've been using something for some time. And that's a problem we have today, you know, in today's society, especially now that everything is becoming way more affordable, which is great. Democratizing music making for people is the best thing ever. Everyone should be making music. But just this thing of getting something, learning it, sitting down, and really, really getting to know it, you know, becoming best friends with it, kind of gets lost. especially for us, you and me, because there's so many apps, they don't cost that much. You're getting synthesizers for steel prices. You know, it's every purchase I make feels like I'm robbing somebody. And they're fully complete synthesizers, workstations, DAWs, and everything. And we might be judging them, you know, for 20 minutes before we go off and look for the next thing to buy. So it's a bit of a shame. So just take the time to sit down with a piece of equipment or a synthesizer once in a while and really get to know it. That's what I want to do with TB Flowtones. I think it's great. I'm already impressed with the sheer amount of stuff that is in here. And it's got a lot of great sounds, and it's got a very specific sound to it too. I think they have this overall sound. Oh yeah, baby, I love that. I love that. I'm getting a bit of a Prodigy vibe with that one. All we need is a garage beat to this, and we've got a hit song. I'm telling you. And then we just need someone to spit over it. It's making me happy. What? Sorry for that. And it's so velocity sensitive. It's really expressive. Just with velocity, it sounds like these presets have been really well made. I don't know who made them. Beat Community? Is that Ali? I think his name is Ali, who runs the Beat Community, a Facebook group over at Facebook. Really, really dedicated person running that group. I think he's doing a great job. Looks like he might have been doing... Oh, there are... I can't find anything. Ali, where are your presets? Oh, there they are. Let's see here. What have you made? Pads. I want to listen to Ali's pads. Wait, what? What was that? There's some dissonance in there. Oh, yes, please. Yes. Yes. It just ends like instantly. I just love the sound of this. Hello, Hustle. Hello, Klangattentat. Hello and welcome to the stream, everyone. I'm being blown away by Flowtones here. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Sounds great. Sounds great. Okay, it's one of those. Yeah, I'm definitely with the presets in here. I'm getting kind of like a 90s vibe too. A lot of like the techno and trance, not techno but trance that came from that era. A lot of dance music, and I can also hear how you could use this for contemporary music, especially for someone like me who is working a lot with cyberpunk. What I'm gonna be exploring mostly with Flowtones is how well it can super saw, because that's, yeah, it's one criteria for me to have a synthesizer that can do some super saw, but it doesn't have to. But yeah, super saws and pads is something I definitely want to explore with this one. Oh yeah, baby. Yes. I don't know if you're watching this, Ali, but this was great. Thank you for that preset. This is the kind of stuff I want to make. So awesome. So awesome. Now, you see, anyone wondering what bug I was talking about? That's the bug. Now we're back to this one. All right. So, again, I'm just going to go into the factory, go into template, and go to default, double tap. Nice little triangular waveform. Other waveforms: trapezoid, sine, truncated sine. I want to go for the saw, short saw. It's got a kick to it. The sound of this thing. Punch is like a pitch envelope. Ah, interesting. Thanks, man. And you probably said it there. Okay, so I get it. Oh yes, baby. Just dirty that shit up. Come on, give me a little bit of drive here. Mod, distortion. Sorry if I'm killing anyone's ears. Very impressive, very impressive. Their first synth, isn't it? This is so impressive. I love it. Sounds like a butthole flapping. It really? Is that what it sounds like for you, Mr. Fung? Is that what your butt sounds like? Because if it does, it sounds good. You know, you might want to sample that. Make some nice sounds. I usually synthesize farts, but for you it seems to be the other way around. Hello, Fernando, and anyone else who is in here. If anyone is still thinking like, should I get this? What are you doing? I could have probably just, contacted the developer and said, hey, give me code. I didn't. I just went and bought it because it was their first. How could I not have a look at it? And after reading the description, how much was in there, not even realizing that there were more in there. Having Samuel in chat just telling me that there's so much in here too, it's really helpful. Thank you, Samuel. I'm really appreciating that you're always here kicking my butt, telling me, Jakob, you're doing it wrong. Do it like this. It's under there. It's in that menu. I really appreciate it. No, I haven't seen that video, Hustle, but I think I saw someone talking about that video, and I want to go watch it. But I've been into so much work right now. I'm preparing a project, something I'm doing for another company, stuff that is going to be shown on their social networks. It's not going to be shown on mine, so I'm kind of nervous over that whole thing because it's been a while since I did that type of work where I make videos for another company, you know. Are you convinced yet? Like, how many here has already gotten this synth? I like it. I like it a lot. I want to listen to some more stuff in here. Let's take all and just go through some. There's one called synth. I've always found the synth category in all synthesizers a bit funny because a lot of the time it's all kinds of stuff and you could probably categorize it into other things, but it feels like synth is. I know that it's a thing. I know it's a thing, but sometimes going through the presets in such a category makes me feel like it feels like they just threw the stuff in here they didn't know where to put anywhere else. They either put it in effects or they put it in synth. It seems to fit the genre here though. What? That's the same preset? Nice, that's gotta be mixed between two parts or something. Oh god, I did it again. Oh. I hope Tooneboosters work fast on this. So someone got this morning and don't regret it. I don't regret it either. I just want them to fix this stupid bug. I fuck it up. Of course I mess it up. It's kicking so nicely. It sounds great. I'm sorry for being so repetitive with this stuff. But I'm sure you recognize it. I mean, you must have found these presets sometimes in synthesizers, or when you've sat down and just made your own stuff and you realize that maybe 20 minutes went by, you know. Your partner went out to she's like, or he's like, walking past you saying, hey, I'm going for milk or whatever, and you're like, okay, and then it feels like they come back like they forgot something, and you're like, oh, did you forget something? And they're like, the hell are you talking about? I've been away for half an hour, and you've been sitting there with the same stupid sound like this, tweaking one knob. How often does that happen to anyone here? Because I'm almost ashamed to admit it, but that's me most of the time. I'm not working on videos. It's just that it sounds so good. It's like yummy. I want to take the sound and I want to feed it to me. Like I want to eat the sound. It sounds like it would be nice between the teeth. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm sold. Can I buy it again? Can I buy it again? Can I go to the App Store, buy it twice? I'll buy it twice. I'll go buy it twice. I'll go grab my partner's phone. Wait. Is this universal? Someone's gonna type it in now, but I just want to see if it is universal, because oh my goodness. This is really nice. Tooneboosters. What's this preset called? Orbital. That's gonna go into one of my tracks. I'm gonna slightly tweak it, but yeah, it's definitely going into one of my tracks. Flowtones. So it's available for iPhone too. That is sweet. That is so sweet. Yeah, baby. A lot of iPhone musicians, you know, people who only use iPhone. I have a few of those on my channel. The biggest audience on my channel are using iPads, of course, but There's a lot of people who can't afford to get it. They get this One Eye device, and I always feel so bad for them when there's no iPhone version. You know? Oh my God, this is sick. This is sick. This is sick. Are you kidding me? Oh, it's wonderful, wonderful. Well done, Tone Boosters. Tone Boosters. Anyone know Tone Boosters? Oh, we got Matthew Fetcher from Audio Kit Pro in the house. Hello, Matthew. I hope you're doing well. Anyone know Tone Boosters? I'm guessing someone in here does, but just tell them I said that their Flowtones is lit as fuck. Like no joke, no joke. I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm literally blown away by the sound of this thing. And I like that they have their own sound. And I'm hating the bug right now. Fix the goddamn bug. But yeah, I'm loving it. It's great. It's great. This is so good. This is so good. What a surprise this was for me. Yeah, I would say what I've heard so far, it can do a lot of sounds. But for me personally, this is something I would use for bass and pads. Definitely. Uh, if you're into a lot of cyberpunk, if you're into a lot of retro stuff, you know, like synthwave, this would work really well for that. It has that right register, especially with the contemporary type instead, because basically the contemporary version of it is that they've taken what came out of the 80s, they ran it through distortions, and also they made everything out of tune slightly, and it really sounds like this would fit right into that. Really good, really good. The bathroom Chanson preset. The bathroom Chanson preset. Where is it in? Is it in this one? Okay, I'm gonna choose. I'm in all right now, and all bathroom. Bathroom. Is this by? Yeah, it is. It's selected by name. Oh, you can actually choose to have. Okay, nice. Bathroom Chanson. Is it Chanson or Chansonette? Because I'm gonna play this now. This is so nice. Oh my god. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Chansonette, is that like a female version of it? Ah, it is. It's no, it's not that. It's just this is way more basic with more breath in it. Wow, the sonic palette of this thing is so wide. It's insane. It's insane. I mean, you actually have what is it now? Like 4 oscillators split into 2 parts. Each part has a selection of, I don't know how many it is, but maybe I think it is about 20 or more different waveforms. You've got the cross modulation between the oscillators, which also gives you another sonic palette. You have a pitch envelope right on the VCOs, both of them. You got a unison mode right there. You've got PVM, of course, and sub. You got sub for both. That's That's like 3 oscillators in each part, so about 6. Then you got the VCF with so many options for low pass, high pass, band pass. This looks insane, by the way. Notch and pass-through filters. You've got the VCA showing you a little animation, which is super neat. It's super neat. I like it when they do stuff like that. I especially like the envelope animation in the synthesizer I reviewed not too long ago, made by Quiji. The name of that synth. Wait. Give me a second here. It's called where is it? Shaper synthesizer. Yeah, Shaper synthesizer. Why is it not here? It's probably here, and I'm just blind. Either way, I really like the way that you can see the signal moving through the envelope. And here, it's showing you. I mean, it's actually showing you how it's moving through the VCA. Super nice. And then apart from all of that, you also have the modulation. 4 LFOs, is it? Yeah, LFO 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you have 3 envelopes. That's really powerful. That's really powerful. That's a lot. 4 different effects, and all of the effects have really nice filtering going on. The Formant, of course, is a filter, so of course it should have some nice filters. And on top of that, you've got the crush and distortion. And then you also have a sequencer in here, which is super neat as soon as I find out and figure out how it works. And then there's one page I haven't looked at yet, the out page. Oh, Master EQ, VCA cap, and limiter. This kind of, the power of this kind of reminds me of Synthmaster. It kind of reminds me of Nave, Waldorf Nave, which is a wavetable synthesizer. Also, even though they do a lot more with the wavetable than this thing. Here, you select the wave. It's different, but yeah, this is powerful. And for the price, you're getting a shit ton of stuff. You can even tune it, transpose the whole thing. And it has up to 20 voices. And here you can fix glide time here. So polyphony, mono legato, mono retrigger. Yeah, different keyboard modes, of course. This is nice. You could almost, it's like a little mastering chain for the output. And oh, there's a little thing down here. I didn't notice that before. There's a dice here. We can actually, oh, this kind of reminds me of the randomization inside AGONIZER. You can choose exactly what you want to randomize and what you don't want to randomize. There's a shit ton of stuff in there if you haven't seen that. Let's just randomize all of it. Now, this is scary because you never know what you're going to get, so I'm just going to pull it down a bit. So it keeps the sequencer, but it does stuff to the sequencer too. Musical, how much you want it to tweak it. So if you keep it in musical, it tries to keep the preset still musical. But if you go into effect, it's going to go haywire with all the knobs, probably. I'm just going to press randomize. Recollection, Tooneboosters owns my mastering chain. Hi Dad, by the way. My dad just popped in here. I like randomizers, but it's so often you end up just sitting for for an hour and you're not getting anything usable, but you keep pressing it. It's almost like a casino, right? You keep pulling the lever on that slot machine in the hopes of getting something really, really good. Okay, that's actually quite usable. Recollection, am I getting you right? Are you a developer and Tooneboosters is using your mastering chain in there. Is that what it is? Am I getting you right here? The randomizer works best when starting with the default preset. Yeah, I get that. When you already got stuff in there, it's gonna do some weird stuff. But this randomize from the default patch. All right, people, I'm gonna do that. We're gonna open up and go to factory, go down to template, go to default, double tap 2 times because of that stupid bug in there right now. Okay, so now it sounds like we've got nothing on there. And now I'm gonna press randomize. And I'm gonna put it, I'm gonna have it still in musical and we'll see what happens. Help. Oh God. This is insane, actually. Reset. Randomize. Reset. Randomize. Ooh, that sounds good. I like that. Dirty, dirty sounds. The kind of stuff I would use for my cyberpunk album right now. Reset, randomize. This is actually usable stuff. Reset, randomize. I just used the TBEQ and barricade as my mastering chain. Okay, recollection. I misunderstood you. I guess I read more into that. Thank you for the explanation. Reset, randomize. Reset, randomize. That sounds like it's close to, you know, it's starting to get into sync lead sound. Oh, of course, because the loop is on right there. Reset, randomize. A lot of this is actually usable. Now let's try to do effect instead. I'm gonna put it in the reds now. So I have no idea what's gonna happen right now. I'm gonna ride the volume here for a little bit. How do I save presets? How? We just lost that preset. Okay. So that's annoying. How do I save presets? Is that it? Nope, that's not it. How do I do it? That's copy. That's paste, probably. Where do you save it? Categorize, rename, up, down, cancel, okay. Wait, how do you save presets? Am I missing something here, chat? Could someone with some experience maybe tell me, Jakob, you're being an idiot. The save button is right there. Tap the undo to get it back. Tap the undo. Undo. Okay, so I got it now. Now how do I save it? Yeah, there's an undo button. There's actually two. I know you can't see that because it's so tiny, but here we have a folder icon, A and B. Wait, A and B? Oh, okay, that's nice. So you can, oh, that's nice. That's very nice. Then you have undo and redo, then copy and paste before we get to the actual color selector here. So that's awesome. But where's the stupid save button? Where's the save button? I can't see it. I must be silly. I must be stupid. I must be dumb. This is something that needs to be very clear. I would love it if the save button always looked like a disk icon. Developers, please listen to me. Make the save button really apparent, like obvious. I don't care. Treat me as if I'm a stupid idiot. Treat all of your users like idiots when it comes to saving features, because that's important. And I hate having to search for it. And it's probably right here right now, but I'm unable to see it. So you're in a load menu. You're in a load menu. Yeah, I'm in a load menu right now here. And how do I get to save menu? This looks like copy and paste. And I don't know. Do I? Oh, I could use this, but then I'll be saving it inside AUM. I want to save it. I want to save it inside the plugin. Okay, I'll save it inside AUM just to be sure. I'll call it crunk. Save it in AUM. Let's see if it will save in the plugin. Crunk 2, save in plugin. No, it doesn't do that, of course. But am I missing it? Am I missing it? I think I'm missing it. I just can't find it. This is horrible. I apologize for anyone watching right now. I just can't seem to figure it out. That opens up the browsing menu. And in here I can't find any saving. Is that... And then there's the AB, and then undo and redo. This is clearly a copy. Next one is paste. Are they expecting you to save it inside AUM's system when you want to save these things? Or what's going on? Hamburger menu. Oh my god, no way. Why would they do that? Oh my god, that's so annoying. Okay, thank you, Samuel. So there's a hamburger menu up here. Bloop. Save program. There we go. And it just saved it. Did it? Yeah, it saved it in user, and it's called Flowing Tones. Can I rename this thing in here? Edit, rename. There we go, rename. I'll call it crunk. And there. Okay, so now we saved it. Developers, please stop hiding saving buttons in hamburger menus and behind logos and stuff. Don't do that. Put it right next to the stupid preset browser. Don't hide it away. I hate it. I've had too many synthesizers where I've sat down and I accidentally lost stuff because you don't have an undo button or something like that. Just because I was trying to find the save option. Make that really apparent. Stuff like play, stop, record, and save should always be in the right in front of you, so you can reach for it instantly. Because there's nothing worse than losing work just because you're trying to navigate a bit. And a lot of people will not sit down like I did right now. They will not sit down to check the manual. They will just start using it. And functions like that should just be very accessible at the front end of everything. Just like, here you go to do this. It should be obvious. I don't care that it's the same in all TB apps. I hate hamburger stuff with saving functions. Put it right next to the preset list. Just Just make it really obvious that this is the saving, like a disc icon or something like that. It doesn't have to be big. I mean, the rest of the icons here are really small. I don't know how well it would fit as soon as you start cramming it in to an iPhone. Maybe there isn't enough space, I don't know. But yeah, I like it when the saving is so obvious. The developer is active in AB forums under DJB Nick. All right, okay. I'll try to say something about that. This is whenever whenever I'm doing consultant work for companies, especially for companies that are dealing with synthesizers, with things that have an interface. This is what I consult on. I consult on UX, the user experience, and it's sometimes I'm very surprised over the fact that they might think that I'm weird for saying keep the save button right there, or keep this thing out of there, don't put this down there because this is where people put their hands on the screen and stuff like that. Because they're programmers and sometimes they don't think about that because they're coding it to work, or to work really well. They got different priorities. Us as users, we have also priorities. We just want things to work. We don't want to know what's under the hood, really. Okay, maybe me. I want to know what's under the hood of a synthesizer. I want to know what makes it ticks. But I'm crazy. Okay, I'm Swedish, so sue me. So just making really clear interfaces is not easy, especially not when you're dealing with apps and you're trying to put as much stuff as you possibly can into something like this. I get that. I know. I've been there trying to design interfaces and trying then to get that interface to fit on a device like this. So I get stuff like that. But play buttons, record buttons, saving buttons should never be hidden. Always be out in the open. Always. It's just much better for everyone using it. The UE is very cramped on the phone. Yeah, I can get that. Any synth is gonna be cramped on a phone. Some gonna feel less cramped. Some are gonna feel more cramped. I mean, me personally, I don't like using AGONIZER on the iPhone. I'd rather use it on an iPad. But we designed it so that you could still work with it, and I did work with AGONIZER a lot on the phone, and I would never have let it pass. We would never have let it pass if we couldn't use that synthesizer on our phone too. It's not that easy to cram so many things into a small package, and I'm quite impressed by developers and the way that they're able to do it. This is what Chris was talking about when everybody's asking him, can you put Borderlands? Even Alonso, Marcos Alonso, who makes Sampler. When I interview those guys, maybe you've seen the videos I did, but yeah, this is what they're talking about. They're afraid that trying to cramp to put their apps onto a smaller device, they're afraid that it's gonna destroy their vision. That's really what it is. They do not want to mess with that stuff. And quite frankly, maybe I don't either. But in the end, I think it is up to the end user. Okay? And if your only device is this big, trust me, you are going to get used to working with it. Because I did. Remember that I used to edit and record all of my videos on an iPhone for a year before I got an iPad to do that. And that first iPad was not a big iPad, it was an iPad mini. So I know what it's like working on cramped spaces. But today, anything smaller than an 11 is probably just gonna annoy me. How it sounds, I missed the first hour of your streaming. It sounds amazing, Divos. It's freakishly good. It is freakishly good. This thing just sounds absolutely amazing. So yeah, you did miss some really good sounds, and you're probably gonna have to go back because that first hour it's full of sounds. It's not so many stupid things and me just talking. We're actually playing some sounds, but it's getting a seal of approval from me. I can definitely tell you that. It just sounds great. I'm really liking the electric pianos in here. And they've made the preset so very expressive with the velocity. There's a lot happening in them. That is very whirly-like. How many presets in this app? I actually can't tell you how many presets there are. I don't think it has numberings. If we go to all, no. I don't know how many there are actually. But I can definitely tell you that what I've heard of the Sonic palette, whatever they have in here, they could probably expand of that double. They could put double in here, and they'd still not max out what the synth can do. There's so much in it. There's so much with the effects and everything. You could probably, this is a synthesizer, you could probably put almost like 1,000 presets in there, and that's when you've fully expanded or used all the parts in a synth, but there's still some stuff left to do. With something like Agonizer, I was getting worried that I was going to hit that limit early on. Right now there's about 360 or something presets in there, but I think there's another, there's a spot for another 150, you know, for new packs. With something like this, there's just so much you can do with it because of how the modulation I haven't figured that out, but because of the sequencer and the effects and the two different parts. And I heard some presets in here where it's mixing over. It sounds like it's going from one part over into another. It just sounds great. Now, can I figure out how this works? How do I get this to do stuff to other things? Because that's what I don't get. I'm used to going into a synthesizer and choosing something and saying like, hey, I want you to go here. I can't find a matrix. I can't find a list. Well, I got to eat that real quickly. So this one, wait. How do I do this? So it's a long press? Is that what it is? I can't do it here, and I can't do it here, but I can do it on the level, the pan, the PVM. No, not the PVM. Oh, the PVM. Noise. No. I'm really confused. I'm so confused. Single tap to bring up menu, double tap to reset value. Single tap to bring up menu. Single tap to bring up menu. Alright. So, wait, noise can't be modulated? Is that it? But phase can. Oh, come on, what am I doing? Am I doing something wrong here? Single tap. Single tap. Okay. Come on. Alright. Single tap there. Velocity. Are these always set, or what's going on here? I like short menus. I like really short menus when you're doing modulation. Are these always set like this? Sucks that you can't modulate the noise. You're too fast. Okay, I get it. I'm being too fast. The knobs with the drop at lower right can be modulated. Understood. Okay, so it's pretty much set the way you can modulate stuff then, if I'm getting this right. Because, okay, so this is a little bit weird for me, I think. Because, okay, so for the level I've got LFO 1, 2, 3, and 4 and velocity. For panning I've got a shit ton. For PVM I've got a shit ton. Oh god, now I'm tapping all over the place here. For noise you can't. Phase you can. For sub you cannot. Okay. Okay, so here's something I would love. A button that shows you which one you can modulate. I mean, I know you're gonna learn after a while, but that's why we put that into Agonizer. Like, it's Kai's idea, basically, you know? You're pressing a button and you see exactly which ones you can modulate. Because that might be a little bit confusing for new people trying to learn a synth. Punch cannot. Note, you can do that. Unison, you can do that. I'm being too fast, Samuel. I know. Drive? No? No? Si or no? No. Okay. Q, you can. Cut off, you can. Step, no. Mix, no. And here you have velocity for these ones. But that's quite a lot you can modulate with a lot of stuff. I'm just wondering why I'm limited to using LFOs for the level. I mean, sometimes you might want to do some weird stuff with an envelope. I get it. I mean, an amp envelope is going to control volume anyway, right? Yeah, but you've got two parts in here. Two parts. So two different level controls. And if you can split up an envelope and using them, you know, independently of one another, you can blend sounds very interestingly. So I'm just wondering why the envelopes aren't here. Sorry for that very broken English there. The manual is a good Cheers to that, Samuel. And to be fair, it is the first day, the first hours I'm actually spending with the synth. Oh, so I got to eat my words again. The little dots. Recollection. Is it the knobs with a little dot next to them that can be modulated? Yeah, I think so. I thought so. Phase, sub. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, the little dot. Is anyone else seeing that? Maybe you've been sitting there laughing at me. But that means the unison mode can also... I tapped this before and it wouldn't pop up. Would it? I'm so confused by this. So, yeah, it looks as if the controls with all the dots, you know, next to them here, 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 there, and there. Those are the one that you can modulate. So no need to get all riled up, Jakob, and tell the developers to put in a button that shows you what you can modulate because you're not looking close enough. God, I feel like an idiot right now. That hurts. You know, it hurts being wrong. It really hurts being wrong. Ape men do not like being wrong. I assume the dots light up when it has modulation sources set. Yeah, let's try it out. This one is not lit up. There we go. Now it's lit up. You're right. You're absolutely right, Recollection. That's exactly how it works. And when the light is lit, it's being modulated. Yeah, gotcha. Understand that now. When it's lit, it's being modulated. Gotcha. Okay, you're clearly seeing this, right? I know that the noise can be modulated. Not too fast, slower. There we go. Okay, so this clicking thing is really sensitive. Now it's working. Now it's not. I'm wondering if when it's not working, I'm wondering if what's happening is me actually touching it and starting to move it a little bit instead. Like it doesn't look like it's moving, but it thinks I'm moving it instead. So it's not opening in the menu. I think that's it. They might just want to have to work a little bit on the timing here for the modulation. I just feel like this could be tweaked a bit, because I think I'm not the only person who's gonna sit here and press something and then it pops up, and then press it again later on and nothing pops up, and then you start getting frustrated. I just think they could maybe tweak this just slightly. I mean, it's working quite well right now. And now it doesn't. Yeah, it's me. I think it's me moving it. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so it's slightly weird, but I do like quick menus. This is a good way of implementing modulation, because you don't have to go through a list or matrix in order to modulate something. It's just that they just maybe need to tweak the clicking rate or the time you actually need to do this. I don't know. I think I'd like a long press better, to be honest. Would make it simpler. I'm just too... I've got ADHD. I get frustrated easily, you know? Okay, that one can't be modulated, but this one can. Alright, I'm probably gonna learn it by now. Yeah, now it's going well. It's going really well. Ugh, okay. Fine, then we know that. And what else? There was something more I was wondering about. Oh yeah, I can show you something right now, because you can run Flowtones as a standalone unit. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna turn off AUM and we're gonna load Flowtones, and I'm gonna show you that it won't start now. It does start when I don't have a sound interface connected, but can you hear that clicking? You hear that? That's the sound interface trying to initialize, and it can't. And whenever that's happened before, oh, now it's like crashing. Whenever that's happened before, whenever I try to open up an app, when I've checked with the developer, it turns out that it many times has been the synth or drum machine not knowing exactly what to do with all the inputs or outputs, because the sound interface I'm using right now, it's not like two outputs. It's got 4 outputs. So that could be a thing. But I did try to open it up without a sound interface connected, and Flowtones just starts up immediately. But it's not an uncommon thing for me to get an app completely new where I can't launch it when I've got a multi-channel sound card connected to it. It's happened many times before, and it's usually for something like that. Flipsamper had something similar like that too. They figured it out after a few minutes of me telling them that I was using a multi-channel card, and they fixed it. I think they fixed that before the launch of it. At first I thought the clicking was a non-Apple MFi dongle, which you don't use. No, you don't need an MFi dongle for USB-C. This is an iPad Pro 11 from 2018. So it's got USB-C. There is no MFi certification for any of the dongles. So you can pretty much use any type of USB-C dongle you want, as long as you don't get them from Wish. And they're really, 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 really cheap, because there's been many cases online reported where people are getting them home, they're plugging them in, they work for a day or a week or a month, and then they stop working and they just can't get them to work again because they're cheaply made and they're not good. But when it comes to most of these USB-C dongles I've seen all over the web, people are using a slew of them, and the one I'm using is rated for MacBook. So it has a PD port, a power direct port for the adapter, for wall adapter, the charger you're using to charge your iPad. Well, it's got a power through port rated for 100 watts, so it can basically power a MacBook, a little 13-inch MacBook, without a problem. And it turns out that a lot of people are starting to buy MacBook rated stuff, USB-C stuff, for their iPads that are has the USB-C port at the bottom, because they're really good, well made. They can shuffle around a lot of heat, because you'll get a lot of heat build up when you got a lot of stuff connected. And I mean, considering this iPad, it pulls more power than my Pro, so it can get very hot. The thing I'm using is all in, it's got an aluminum shell basically, and it's always warm when you touch it when I'm using it. Right now I've got like 3 things connected to it. I forgot where I was. Let me just check one thing here real quick. We've been streaming for 1.5 hours. I don't know. I hope I've been able to answer a lot of questions. I had a lot of questions. I've learned a lot. Thank you, Samuel, for all your help. And anyone else who came with some nice, what do you call it? Advice. It's been sweet. It's been sweet testing out this new synth. I think that Flowtones is really amazing, and it blew my mind. And I did not think, I didn't expect it to be this good. I mean, I thought it was going to be a sweet thing, but that it was going to be so deep as it is, and so powerful, yeah, I didn't expect that. So they absolutely surprised me. Full of great sounds. It's a nice little feature there that you can change out the color scheme for it. Flowtones. That's really nice, by the way. So you can personalize it if you want. And it's the same that is using for the... Oh, I like that one. It's called charcoal. I like the dark ones. I do not like it when it gets all bright and white. It's nice for people who can't see properly. But yeah, I can't. I get stressed when I work with stuff that looks like this. Oh, that's nice. I like the orange one. Aqua sepia, top gray. Where is it? Metal, aubergine. Where's my charcoal? Yeah, I'm gonna go with charcoal. This is probably what I'm gonna use when I sit and tweak this thing. I like that. That's really sweet. So many things in here, so many moving things in here. And I didn't really get into actually modulating anything, but now that I get how it works, ah, yay, I'm actually hitting it now. Okay. Now that I know how it works, I'm gonna be doing a lot of sound experiments with this. My usual things that I try to recreate. You can also save the default, so when you load the AUV3 the next time, it has your default settings. That's nice. That's really nice. Whoops, sorry. It's only 15 megabytes in size. Yeah, that doesn't take up much space. But yeah, it's a synth, right? The only wavetables or the only waveforms or data, in an app. I mean, with Romplers, what's actually taking up all the data is all the samples. But in this thing, the samples don't need to be that big because you're doing wavetables. So they're going to be really short and not take up that much. 15 megabytes is nice. It's rather light on your iDevice. Especially nice for people who are using only iPhones and stuff, smaller ones. It's pure DSP, seriously? No wavetables, pure DSP? So the oscillators are drawing these, the code is drawing these waveforms? That's nice. That's pretty impressive. Juice framework bug. I probably missed so many things here in chat. I'm sorry for neglecting you people here in chat. Never meant to do that, but I kind of got deep in with it. Well, if you are still here, most of you, I can't stream for much longer today. I've got so much I need to get through and so much work. And I also have to prepare some videos that I can post meanwhile, while I am working on these bigger projects. So I'm gonna have some AUM videos coming out, of course, in between some other ones, some shorter reviews and stuff, but don't expect anything huge or big for a little while, because I have some stuff to do for at least 2 weeks. But there will be videos as usual on the channel, and people seem to like the AUM content, and I'm trying to experiment a little bit with it. So we'll see how you like the next one. I'm basically trying to put out a normal review or a normal video, and then an AUM video in between, and then another one. And that way I'm able to put out more content. Hopefully that makes people happy on the channel anyway. That's what a lot of people have been asking me to do for ages. So in the meantime, you can find a lot of links down there in the description. And you can join up on Discord. I've been trying to pop up there a few times per day now. And I'm rather good at it. It's been a bit quiet. Sometimes you have quiet periods on Discord when you're a smaller Discord like the channel we've got right now. But still, there's so many dedicated people in there, always there, and I love you for it, for being there. So go join up over there and follow me on Instagram. I love it when people follow me on Instagram. Send me stuff, like tag me when you do stuff. People do that now. They actually start tagging me, and I get to see stuff. I get to lift my head up from all the work I'm doing and see what's going on, in the community. Because that's a lot of the time I'm missing stuff like that just because I'm working on something. So yeah, tag me, do that. And in the future, there's I don't have much to say about the future other than thank you so much for joining in at Jakob Live. And Synthmaster 2 live next week. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do Synthmaster 2 live next week. Yeah, we'll have a look at Synthmaster 2. I mean, it's only fair since I've been asked about should I buy this or Synthmaster. Yeah, okay, so next Wednesday we're doing Synthmaster 2 live. So I hope I'll see you then, same time. And thank you so much for joining up. As usual, I wish you a very productive week. Now go finger all of your stuff and have a lot of fun doing it. And that's the end of the stream. And this is where I sit and just pack it up and talk smack. And oh, hi Mom. I didn't know you were here. I hope you're doing good. I hope the family is doing good. Flowtones. I wonder how they came up with that name, by the way. TB Flowtones. What an impressive synthesizer. Seriously. Not bad. haQ mode? I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna read through the manual, Samuel, of course. I'm gonna check it. And if I have time to sit down and do something deeper with it, I am gonna wanna review this one. Uncle Tom, you feel so neglected? Well, I just said what you wrote there, so that's not true. Stop it. Stop sobbing. Don't do that. I just read your comment, so we're on good terms. Everything's good. Everything's nice. Pull that down, and yeah, I think I have to just click here and click there. Just bought Flowtones. Did a good advertising. Really? Have fun, Klung out and Thought. I think anyone getting Flowtones is gonna have a lot of fun with it. Just bought it, so hard to resist new synthesizers. Shadow 7, that's true. It is hard to resist new synthesizers. It is. And especially if you're doing reviews, you kind of have to buy them anyway, because you have to know what everyone is talking about. And many times I just keep missing stuff because of my big projects all the time. But now that I've pulled down a little bit on my projects, trying to make them smaller, I actually have some time. So I'm happy that I caught this now that it got out. But yeah, like, I saw it, and 5 minutes afterwards, I'm reading the App Store, and then I just purchased it. And I had no idea what I was going to do, like what it was going to be. I just opened it up in AUM for the thumbnail and snapshotted that, and then I turned it off again. I played like a little bit with that first default preset, so I literally knew nothing before we did the stream now, and I am very surprised and very amazed. So I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go and see you next Wednesday. And oh, by the way, if you ever see what is it called? What is it called? I can't remember now.